What's going on? What's up, guys? Fears is 92% that I'm Batman. Just joking. I'm not Batman. I'm the Fears Man. I just tried a new coffee. McCoffee Breakfast Blend Light Roast. I never tried that one before. Pretty good coffee. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. Well, I gotta say, man, have I got a lot to tell you guys. Oh, man, thank God today's went better than yesterday. Okay, I hope you guys are ready for this. Let me open up the chat. Yesterday was not a good day. Oh, my Lord. 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 All right, but I will get the chat open. Here we go. Let me just put it this way. Today was a lot better today than yesterday. Yesterday was, I'll be honest, it was fucking terrible. So I went to work last night, but the night before, so not last night, but the night before, so Sunday night going into Monday night, I didn't go to work because I go out, I must have ran over not one nail, but two nails, and two of my tires were flat as hell. So I couldn't go to work Monday. So yesterday I had to get them fixed. So, and it was like $200 per tire. So a total of $400 spent on tires. Hilarious. Then my Crohn's started acting up, but I was already at work and I was like, I am not going home. So I had to suck it up. And people can tell. You guys can tell when Fears is not feeling good. And my boss could tell. So he comes up and he's like, hey, Fears, are you all right? I'm like, no, I'm not all right. I'm like, I have a massive headache. My stomach's killing me. I don't know what the hell's going on. And he goes, well, what do you think it is? And I'm like, well, it's probably my Crohn's acting up. But anyway. But I'm signing up for benefits on the... I think it's the 22nd. So then I'll be able to buy some more Crohn's medicine. I'm out right now. I usually buy my Crohn's medicine anyway, but it's a lot cheaper if you do it through your medical benefits, because if you just pay out of pocket, man, that Crohn's medicine is like $200, $250, sometimes even $300. It's not cheap, guys. It is not cheap by any means. But anyway. So, last night, it was like half good and half bad at work. It was good that we didn't have much going on, you know. And we only had like 38,000. So that's the good part. The bad part is that I was feeling fucking terrible. I was feeling like garbage. I was feeling like crap. It was bad. Thank you for the like. The one person that's watching gave me a like. I really appreciate that. The chat is live. The chat is open. So, feel free to talk whenever you want. But, oh my God. So today was a lot better. Today was a whole lot better. And thank God it was. You know, plus I had a headache last night because... like I said, I was feeling god awful. I was feeling god awful last night. I was at work. I didn't leave early. I stayed. I sucked it up. But I thought about going home, and oh, Lord, man, I must have ate something bad, or the Crohn's was, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but oh, man, it was, I had an intense headache. I mean, really intense. Thank God they had some Advil at work. I asked them, hey, I said, I've got a bottle of water. I said, can you guys grab me some Advil? Because I couldn't get off the line. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, Fears. So he went and got me some Advil. I'm like, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And he's like, what's going on, man? I said, I don't know. I said, I've got a headache that just will not quit. And then I said, my stomach is killing me. And he's like, did you eat anything bad? I said, no. I said, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I said, that's never hurt, you know? Anyway, it was... fucking hell, it was bad, man. So finally, we finish around 7:30, but my boss was so cool, he could tell that, you know, I wasn't feeling good, so he was like, hey, Fears, you know, we've only got 30 minutes left. He goes, you want to, like, head on home? And I was like, oh, God, yes, please. So I was just waiting for my boss to say, hey, man, you're good. You can take off. As soon as he said that, I came home. I got a hot shower. I took some of my Crohn's medicine because I only have a few pills left. I went to sleep. It's 3:30. I woke up at... I got home around 7:30ish. I'm sorry, 7:20ish, and I slept from about 7:20 to about 12:30. So I got a really good nap in. Thank you for the second like. I appreciate that. We got 3 people watching. So then I went to the store, had to grab a few things, and I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll do like a mini haul. It's not a big haul. I'm going to do a little mini haul for you guys today because I'm saving my money. And then I did check the P.O. box today, guys. Normally, I check the P.O. box 3 times a week. So normally, I check the P.O. box on Mondays, on Fridays, and on Saturdays. So far, Triple is the only one to send me some fan mail. But the P.O. box has only been open for like a week or two, so I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. Send fan mail, send fan letters, send me things to unbox. If you guys don't know where to send, always look in the description of every single video I upload and every single live stream, because the address is in there, is in the description. So also, Fears from time to time will just go bam, like that. Send all fan mail to this address. So, if you can't find it in the description, here it is. You know, send fan mail, you know. Really, there's only a couple of rules, and I'll go over the rules, you know, yet again. There's not too many rules, you know. Just, you know, be responsible with it, you know. Please be respectful with all your mail. No porn, no food, no bodily functions, no troll mail. And I'll be honest, I haven't had any troll mail yet. Thank God. I think I actually got through the troll's thick fucking skull. And they're like, oh, well, Fears made it pretty damn clear that if we send him that, it will waste our time. So, but, knock on wood. Because you know one of those idiots, I guarantee you, when it gets closer to Christmas or my birthday, one of those idiots will try something. And the last rule, I'll pre-open everything. Pre-open everything. I even pre-opened Triple's gift. Even though I knew Triple wouldn't do anything wrong, I still pre-opened it just, you know, for safety's sake. By the way, I want to show you guys, Triple got me this. Triple got me a extension pole, mini pole, selfie stick. I've used it twice now. I used it the other day to film something when I was setting up my Halloween tree, which I have, it's up, but I have not debuted it yet. I'm not ready to show you guys. So, it's coming. It's already up, but I used this pole the other day when I was filming, like I filmed a high-end angle on the tree, so that was pretty cool. When I was putting the star on, so Triple, I've been using it, but Triple so far is the only one to send me fan mail. So guys, I want to hear from you. Send me that fan mail. Send me fan letters. I really want this to take off, and I would love, you know, to do some fan mail every single, you know, week. I really would. Thank you for the 3rd like. We got 4 people watching. I really would. But I can't force people to send stuff. So all I can do is put the PO box address out there, and we'll see who sends stuff. So fingers crossed. So we will see how everything goes. And by the way, my birthday's coming up, so if you want to send me a fan letter or a birthday card, or a birthday gift, go for it. I'll open it. I'll give you a plug. I'll give you a shout out. Christmas is further on down the way. So I want to hear from you guys. Send me those fan letters. Send me those fan mail. Anyway, so I hope to hear from you guys. I really do. We got 4 people watching. Shout out to all the fans. Today's topics, I'm going to be telling you guys some Arizona stories. Whenever I went to film school out in Arizona, oh man, did we have some adventures out there. I'll be honest, the older Fears gets, the more calmer I am. When I was young, I just went batshit crazy, guys. Fears, I can't even believe some of the stuff that I got away with. I've only been arrested once, one time in my life. I should have got arrested many more times, but I cannot believe I didn't. Because, man, I was pulling shit left and right, front to back to front back in the day, man. I was getting away with all sorts of shit. I mean, crazy shit. You guys have heard some of the stories, but I'll be honest, you've only heard a little bit, a tip of the iceberg. Fears has got 1,000 more stories that you haven't even heard of, So that's topic number 1. Topic number 2 is I'm going to be reviewing Starman. I watched it the other night. Oh my god, if you guys have not seen this, check it out. John Carpenter made this in, he filmed it in 1983 when Fears was born, but it debuted in 1984. So that's pretty cool. It's got Jeff Bridges in it. God, that was a fucking mouthful. He's been in movies, Iron Man. He played the villain in the first Iron Man. He played the Big Lebowski. He was in Tron. He was in this. Then we got Karen Allen, Indiana Jones's girlfriend, Marion Ravenwood. I got to admit, look, she's old now, but back in the day, she was pretty hot. I mean, look, she's pretty cute. She's definitely pretty cute. Fears would go out there. Now, tonight's homework assignment. So I'm going to review this today. Wait, what's up, Cool Collections? He says, hey there, what does your shirt say? It says, I'm 92% sure I'm Batman. And then I make a joke, Cool Collections. I'm not Batman. I'm the Fears Man, bitches. No, I found this t-shirt at one of Jeff's conventions. It was just lying there. This shirt was lying there on a table, and I went up to the vendor and I said, oh my god, I love Batman. I love Fears Man more, obviously, but I love Batman still. And I said, oh my god, I said, I have to have that shirt. I said, that shirt is fucking hilarious. I said, that shirt is great. How much? And, of course, Fears got a deal on it. He was thinking 20. And I was like, you are out of your mind if you think I'm paying $20 for a shirt. Fears got it for a good $6. A good $6. I was like, first of all, I said, when did they make that shirt? Oh, I don't know. I think it was like 1980. I'm like, right, it's from the fucking 80s. I'm like, it's an old shirt. I said, I'm going to have to wash it like 3 or 4 times, so it's wearable. I said, it's got some wear and tear in it. He goes, yeah, this stuff is turned gray. I said, right. I said, what was the original color? He said, white. So it was white, and now it's gray, like these letters. So I said, it's seen some battle wounds on it. I said, it's not worth $20. And the guy was like, well, what would you take for it? I said, nothing higher than 10. Nothing. So he said 10, and I said, well, how about 6? We ended on 6. So yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do some Arizona stories. We're gonna do a review of Starman, and then Fears has got a mini haul for you guys. So yeah. Wow, you took him to the cleaners. This is true, Cool Collections. But I think the better question is when does Fears not get not get a good deal, you know. Vendors, you have to be firm, but you have to be fair. You can't lowball them. You can't lowball them. You have to give a fair, decent price. And you have to take in many considerations. You have to take in how old the product is, how new it is, if it's in the middle, if it's not too old, you know, not too new, if it's in the middle. You have to take in when it was made, how much the retail is, because Fierce Googled Batman shirts before I went up to him, and I said, on eBay, this is selling for, it wasn't even selling on eBay for $20. It was selling on eBay for like $10 to $15. So I always do my homework. I always. I should clarify. I don't always do my homework. When I can do my homework, I do it. Sometimes it's impossible to find what you're buying online. You know, sometimes there's only it's a unique product, you know, so do your homework. You know, don't let these vendors ass rape you out of money. Now, again, the vendors at Jeff's shows are very nice people. I became friends with many of the vendors. Sometimes there's like vendors that keep coming back to Jeff's shows. Other times you bump into new ones because not everybody comes to it's not always the same people that come to Jeff's shows. That's what's great about Jeff's shows. We're always meeting new people at the shows. And so I'm always getting new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Because someone will see me and be like, oh shit, like you're the fucking guy that films all the conventions. I said, that I am, you know? And they're like, yeah, I saw this movie, this thing on YouTube, like where you went to this convention. And I was like, that was me. Somebody on TikTok, I guess, saw the news broadcast, and I haven't responded back to him. I'm going to make a TikTok video. Someone commented the other day on one of my videos. I guess he saw the broadcast, Cool Collections, and he was like, didn't I see you on the news? So I'm going to respond to him tonight and make a TikTok video, and I'm probably going to say, that you did. I was on the news. It was an honor to be on the news, and it was fucking great, and I had a great time, and man, oh man, I would love to be on the news again. It was such a rush. So yeah. Thank you for the 4 likes. I appreciate that. We got 4 likes, 5 people watching. It's going to be a pretty decent show. I didn't know if I was going to have a lot of viewers today because it is in the middle of the afternoon. So a lot of people were working, which is fine, you know. Make that money, make that moolah. But I just appreciate all of my fans. I can't thank you guys enough. And I appreciate all the people that were fans, like Pixel, that I guess aren't anymore. Pixel, I really hope, man, you come back. I really do. I miss you, buddy. I miss everybody that's left. I miss Sam. I'll be honest. I miss Visions. I really do. DVD Blu-ray guy was telling me, he said, well, I hope, Fears, it's temporary. And he goes, I don't know. So, I think what happened with me and Visions is, Visions, hopefully you watch this. I may have took it a little bit too far. Or actually, I know I took it too far. The only reason why I did that is my personality, I always put 150% in. And I got that from my dad, you know. My dad never half-assed anything. I never half-assed anything. And I was just trying to show Vision support, you know. And I guess I went a little bit too far. And I guess I made him feel uncomfortable. And I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I really am sorry. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really am. And I don't know. I don't know if he's going to come back. I hope so. And I sent him a message on Instagram. He hasn't responded back yet, but I'm trying to give him some space, you know. So hopefully he'll come back on his own terms. But I always mean everything in good intentions, you know. I always do. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. But DVD Blu-ray guy said that he's not mad, so that's good, you know. Anyway, tonight's homework assignment, if you guys want to watch the same movie, is right after I watched Starman, I was like, oh man, I gotta pick something epic for tonight's viewing. Because Starman was fucking great, man. Solid 9 out of 10. But we'll get to my Starman review in a minute. So tonight, I've heard so many good things. Actually, Visions, no pun intended, he actually referred me this movie. So I really can't wait to watch it because I've heard of it, I've watched the trailer, but I've never seen the actual film besides the trailer. And I'm looking forward to watching Black Christmas tonight. So it's a Christmas movie, but not really a Christmas movie. It's a horror movie, but not really a horror movie. It's a good mixture of both. So apparently it's a classic. I did some research today, guys, after I got back from the grocery store. And I just Googled Black Christmas. Shit tons of reviews popped up. People saying in reviews, like online, oh, if you haven't seen this, it's amazing. They filmed it in the 70s. It's an all-American horror classic. And I was like, wow, okay. I'm like, people online are calling it a classic. I'm like, well, how the fuck did this movie, go past my fears, Again, I try to get to as many movies as I can. I am the movie master, but, I only have 2 eyeballs. I've only got, a certain limited time to watch certain things. So, yeah. But I hope so, Cool Collections. But, again, you have to take into effect, I do my shows sometimes in the afternoons. So, a lot of people work in the afternoons. Everybody doesn't have the same schedule as Fears. So, that's why the chat is kind of slow right now, too, is because people work in the afternoons. But you do make a valid point. Cool Collection says, yeah, I noticed the chat slowed down, so hopefully people come back to join in the discussion. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I miss the most with Pixel and Visions. They loved bullshitting about movies, I loved bullshitting about movies. I love hanging out with my friends, just talking about movie shit, I love talking about movies, Clearly. I mean, I'm obsessed with movies. It's a good obsession, It's not a crazy bad obsession. I just love the shit out of fucking movies. I mean, I went to film school. Movies are my life. I love it, And that's why I try to watch as many as I can. But I do miss the guys. I do. I don't know if Pixel is going to come back. But I have faith that, well, I want them both to come back, but probably Visions will more likely come back than Pixel. I mean, Pixel was pretty stern with me, one of the last few live streams. He said, hey, Fears, I blocked you. And I was like, all right, well, there it is. I'm like, he blocked me, I'm like, that's pretty cut and dry. That's pretty, here and then here, That's pretty cut and dry. Visions, I don't know, because I haven't heard from him. So I'm just letting him do his thing. I'm going to try and reach out in a couple of months, and I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I hope. I have faith. So, we'll see. DVD Blu-ray guy said he's pretty stressed right now because he's got so many orders. Like, this is his peak season, so I have faith. But I've only sent him one message since all this has happened, and I just apologized and said, hey, man, I'm really sorry, So, I don't want to bug him. I've only reached out once, and he hasn't read it yet, so we'll see. So, fingers crossed. But anyway, let's get back to the chat. I'm praying. I definitely prayed this weekend at church, because I do care about my friends, and I care about their lives, and I care about you guys, my loyal fans. I care about your lives and my own life, But anyway, tonight's homework assignment, watch Black Christmas. Cool Collection said, oh, you went to film school. God, I'm so tired, I can't even read. Let's try that again, shall we? Cool Collection says, oh, you went to film school. I did too. Hey, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Where did you go to film school at? I'm just curious. I went to a school in Arizona. So, it was pretty cool. Anyway, if you want to, add your 2 cents in, watch this tonight. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm very excited because, again, the only thing I've ever seen, I've seen the remake. I have. I remember me and my buddy Eric and Tom a long time ago went and saw the remake. And let me see if I can pull that one up. Let me see it, because I remember watching the remake. So I have watched the remake, but I had nothing to base it on because I've never seen the original. So I remember me and my buddy Tom and Eric, we went and saw it when it came out fucking ages ago. So let me just see if I can pull it up on YouTube. Black Christmas remake. Let's see. Let's see here. And you know what? They've actually remade it again. So there's 2 remakes and the original. There was the first Black Christmas in 1974. Then they remade it a 3rd time in 2019. And then we saw the one then they made it. They remade it for the first time in 2006. So actually, they've made that 3 times. So I saw the Black Christmas that came out in 2006. So that was right before I went off to film school, because film school was from 2007 to 2010. But I had no idea that they remade it a 3rd time in 2019. Oh, wow. So now I'm going to have to get the 2006 one and rewatch that again, because that's the only one I've seen. And then I've never seen the 2019 version. Oh, my Lord. So let's watch the trailer of Black Christmas 2006, because it's been forever since I've seen it. So let's see this. All right, here we go.
15 years ago, on Christmas Eve, his family became his victims. What have you done?
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Now,
all roads and airports are officially closed. This one is not gonna let up.
a group of college friends
That sucks. Everyone should be home for Christmas.
are about to discover
Lauren, we're opening up presents.
Why don't you open the present we got you?
their house
I got it.
is his home.
All is calm, all is bright.
Who is in my house tonight?
Don't you have lots of toys to deliver to good little boys and girls?
You really shouldn't provoke somebody like that.
And on December 25th,
Oh, my Lord.
Getting punked.
Is that Santa's reindeer?
all he wants for Christmas
Is Megan in her room?
I remember this. This is the one. Me, Eric, and Tom and Trent went and saw it. So I've only seen the 2006 one. So, but according to all the stuff I read online, guys, that one's the worst, the 2006 one. But I mean, I laughed my ass, because it was fucking hilarious and terrible. It was that terrible. It was great, the 2006 version. But I read online that the reviews, the 1974 one, this one that I own now, they said this one is fucking legendary. So I am really excited to watch this. I cannot wait. Yo! What's up, Heroes? How you been, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Heroes, I'm throwing an invite out if you want to come to celebrate my birthday on my actual birthday, on the 28th. That's my birthday, guys, October 28th. So if you want to send me some fan mail or a birthday gift, send it before October 28th. Heroes, I'm throwing an invite out. If you want to go with me to Disney, you're more than welcome. So if you want to bring you and your family and come with Fears, I haven't bought my tickets yet, but Heroes, let me know if you want to come. So I believe the 28th is a Saturday. Let me just check my calendar real quick. Let me, because I have a calendar over there, and then I have a calendar on my computer. Let's see. Let's see. October 2023, 28. Yep, it's a Saturday. So we're on the 17th. So next week, I'm going to buy my tickets. Probably on the 23rd is when I'll buy my tickets, And they said it's a lot better to buy them online in advance. So I'm really excited. 1, it's my birthday. 2, I haven't went to Disney in such a long time. As soon as all that coronavirus shit came out, Fears stopped going to the parks. They say it's all safe now. Pretty much the coronavirus is behind us. Things are getting back to normal. So I was like, man, I cannot wait to go do a Disney vlog. So I thought Heroes, if you do come, it may just be me and you and your family, or maybe just you and me. I also invited Randall. Randall said he's going to let me know if Randall is coming or not. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's finish this hilarious Black Christmas 2006 trailer reaction, because I have not seen this trailer or the movie since I watched it in 2006.
Is a new family he can treat like his very own.
Uh-oh. Oh! That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, my Lord. Alright, now that I've seen the 2006 one, I didn't even know that they filmed one in 2019. I've never seen that trailer. Let's see that trailer, shall we? Alright. Let's see the 2019 version.
Your gut is where it all begins. Start with that.
Well, it must be a good movie. It must be a good movie if they've remade it 3 times.
With Article Furniture, it's easy to get hosting right.
Let's watch this.
And the 30-day satisfaction guarantee makes it totally worry-free.
Alright,
So
here
you
we
can
go.
be sure everything fits.
Alright, here we go. I will be honest, 3 times, before I watch this, 3 times, it must be a good film, but don't you think 3 times of remaking a film... Oh, well, 2 times remaking a film. They made the original in the 70s, and then 2 remakes. That's a little bit excessive. I thought maybe the 2019 one was a sequel. It is not a sequel. It's just a remake of the original film and a remake of the 2006 bullshit, you know? Alright, so here we go. Here's the Black Christmas official trailer of 2019. Here we go.
It's my privilege to teach you this semester. Enjoy your winter breaks and Merry Christmas.
Sup, ladies? Excited for tonight?
Oh my god. Gary, what's his name? The guy that played Dr. Gordon in Saw. He's in this. You know, the doctor guy, and then he was in Robin Hood Men in Tights, and then he was in The Princess Bride. I don't know how you say his last name. I don't remember his last name. Help me out here, guys, in the chat. But that guy, the Gary guy, he's in this. Oh, my fucking God. Well, it makes sense because he played Dr. Gordon in Saw, so it would make sense if they put him in another horror film. But that was a surprise. I did not expect to see Dr. Gordon in fucking Black Christmas. Well, there it is.
It is our last day of our last fall semester of college ever.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bells ring and jingle bells.
See, this is what makes me lose it. Anytime they do a college party, like in a film, they make it look like, yeah, man, the ultimate party, boozing, drugs, women. It was nothing like that. I should know. I went to many college parties. There was a couple of women at college parties. If there was drugs, I never saw it because I never partaked in drugs, because I don't associate with people that do drugs, because people that do drugs are fucking idiots. You know, they're wasting their life away. The most Spears has ever done, I've smoked some cigars. That's not bad, you know. At like bachelor parties, you know, I smoked a cigar. Actually, a few times. I went to a bachelor party in film school, which I'll tell you guys that story when we get to the Arizona stories. Smoked a cigar there. When I was dating Casey, we smoked a couple of cigars because she liked them. And I was like, no, I'll smoke one. I'll smoke a few. And then when my buddy Eric got married, I smoked a couple of them. And we got hella drunk on his bachelor party. Oh my God, Eric's bachelor party was fucking legendary. I need to tell you guys that story. There was so much alcohol, so much women. But when you watch these movies, I love it. They make like the college parties like, yeah, shitloads of women, shitloads of beer, boobies all flopping around in your face and shit. That never happens in real life, you know? And I should know, like I said, I went to many parties in college. And some things from the movies would happen, but not as elaborate. You know what I'm saying? But I just love how they overindulge it in films, you know, and they over-exaggerate it. And I'm like, well, on one coin, it is a fucking movie. So in a movie, they're gonna like make everything outlandish. You know, they're gonna stretch the truth because it's fake. It's a movie. But on the other side of the coin, I'm like, this never fucking happens in college. A portion of it happens, but not to this degree. Anyway, I always thought that was funny. All right, let's continue on.
Can you take a photo of all of us?
Of course.
Where's Helena?
She was buying vodka sodas earlier, but she looked really good.
Cheese.
We shouldn't have let her go back by herself. She's fine. Come on, live a little.
Across the air.
I will say, in every single version, they make the killer, the killer's wardrobe is not changed. In the 2006 version, he wears a black mask with black gloves, black jeans, with a black robe, and like a cloak. No, not really a robe, a cloak, and then black shoes, and then he uses Christmas items to kill people. Now, I don't know, by the look of the killer on this one, I'm guessing that he wears all black in this one, but because I've never seen this, well, you know, maybe it was different in this one, but probably not. If they've made the killer look the same in 2006 version, and then they make the killer look almost exactly identical in the 2019 version, 11 times out of 12, he's going to be wearing all black in the 70s version. But you never know. I just noticed that. I'm like, oh, he looks exactly like the 2006 one. I'm like, all right. So they haven't changed much. Again, so why remake it a second time? All right.
Helena hasn't gotten home yet. If I were missing, I'd want you to unleash the bloodhounds and track me down. She was at DKO last night.
Still creating problems, huh, Rye?
Hello?
I do like in this 2019 one, they've updated it because, like, in the 2006 one, the cell phones were just beyond belief, like, outdated, you know? And now they've put a lot of technology in the 2019 version. So at least they did that. So let's continue on.
Hello?
Oh, man! That wasn't good.
It's winter break. Could just be a delay of some sort. Snow.
My friend is missing.
9 times out of 10, the girl's just with a boyfriend.
I will bring you to your knees. There's someone.
Well, at least he still kills the victims with Christmas items, so that hasn't changed. All right, I'm seeing some similarities. That's good. You know, you don't want to fuck with the original material that much, you know, because then it loses its clarity, you know. If they change a whole bunch of shit, then they're like, oh, well, why the fuck am I watching this, you know?
What the? This can't be real.
This school has 200 years of history. Many sacrifices have been made to keep our traditions alive.
You're all insane. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of running. Go, 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 go! Ho, 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 bitch. You messed with the...
Ho, 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 bitch. Did she really just say that? It's fucking hilarious. Ho, 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 bitch. Oh, it's fucking over with.
Sisters.
All right. Well, I cannot wait to watch the 70s version. It's got to be good. Listen, it has to be good if they've remade it twice. Not once, but twice. Hero says, I'll definitely keep you posted. Yeah, keep me posted, man. You're more than welcome to come with me. But if not, Fierce is going either way. So let me know. Let me know by like this Sunday or next Monday, buddy. Because Fears is buying his tickets for Disney. Whoop! Next week. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be good. And it's going to be an epic vlog. Speaking of vlogs, I posted a vlog yesterday. So I hope you guys will check it out. So check that out, you guys. Definitely check it out. Because I thought it was a pretty funny vlog. Timmy posted a comment, which I thought was really funny. Because Timmy, you know, the thing with Timmy is he comes out of the woodwork every once in a blue moon. Well, but when he does come out, it's fucking hilarious, you know? Anyway. Alright, let's continue on, shall we? Alright, time for a haul. Time for the haul. Here we go. Alright, let me just grab it. Thank you for the 4 likes. I appreciate that. Alright. Right off the bat, guys, Fears God, I've been wanting to try these for a while. I tried the pumpkin Snickers, and they were really good. But Fears has never tried, bada bing, bada boom, these. Snickers Ghoulish Green. Let's try one, shall we? Alright. Let's try one. Alright. Oh! It's got green in it. You know what? I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Alright. A big thumbs up. It had a tiny bit of a weird taste to it, but it was still pretty good. Alright. Fears saw this shirt, and I had to get it. Bam! New horror movie shirt. Oh, yeah. Check that out, man. Oh, yeah. Freddy, bitches! That's right. That is right. Awesome. All right. Next, a little bit of Blair Witch Project. Both of them, the Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch, the sequel. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that the Blair Witch Project had a fucking sequel. I knew about the Blair Witch is the first one where the fucking video camera's like up her fucking nose and shit. I've seen that one. But it's a lovely steel case. Pretty good. Alright. So I can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be good. Alright. And then I got this shirt. Now, when I went and saw The Flash, I should have found this one. I did, when I saw The Flash, I was wearing a Flash shirt, but I should have got this one because this one's way better than the original Flash shirt I have. Now I've got both. All right. Nice. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. And last, but certainly not least, Fears is going to need a calendar for next year. So for 2024, I found this really cool calendar. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob Ross painting calendar. I enjoy his work. I am a fellow artist. Unfortunately, Bob Ross has passed away, but he was a fantastic painter. Look at some of his artwork. Look at that. You know, just painting those little happy trees and shit. That's right. So, this year I went with Star Wars. So right now I've got a Star Wars calendar up. Next year, January 1st, Fears is going to be putting Bob Ross up. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. That's right. So that's the haul. Yep. All right. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that little mini haul. All right. Time for the review. That's right. Okay. If you guys have never seen this, solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. The reason why I give it a 9 out of 10, it's a smidge outdated, but it's still very good. Very good. So I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. John Carpenter, you rule. John Carpenter, I love your work. John Carpenter, you may be old as hell, but keep up the good work, buddy. Keep making films. Because he hasn't made a film in quite a while. I did some research. Right now, he's working on something called Suburban Murders or something. Wait, I forgot what it's called. Hang on, let me Google it. So that's his newest project. Whenever they made all those Halloween films, he was a producer on it, and he did the music. But he hasn't made any like TV or any movies in a long time. So I'm glad that he's back in the director's chair. John Carpenter. New. What's it called? Oh, it's called John Carpenter's Suburban Screams. So, it's a new television show. I think that's the first time he's ever done television, you know? Because normally he just makes movies. So, I've never seen... Let's watch the trailer, shall we? Because I don't even know what this is about. But I knew that he was doing this. He just started working on this project. So, let's watch the trailer, shall we? Okay, here we go. So, John Carpenter's. Well, if I could spell it right. Suburban Screams and then trailer. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 1 minute and 21. So it's on Peacock. Whatever the hell that is. Peacock. Is that a streaming service? I don't know. I can't keep up with all you young people. Hulu, fucking Peacock, whatever the hell that is. The streaming, all that streaming bullshit. You know? I don't do any of that streaming crap. I don't do any of that. Put it on movies. Get back to the theater, man. Fuck all this streaming shit. Anyway, John Carpenter's Suburban Screams is a generic, busting, unscripted horror anthology series. Ooh. All right, so let's watch it. Let's watch it, shall we?
We'll do something like this.
Oh, wow.
We now accepted that we were hunted. I was scared to death.
In one night, police fielded 50 calls about a man in a rabbit suit with a hatchet.
This was real.
Now you're locking windows. You're locking doors.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So I think what he's doing is from what I got from the trailer so far, these are real events, like terrifying things that happen to people, and he's directing it, and the survivors of what happened are telling the story, and then John Carpenter is recreating the terrifying stories, and the survivors are in it, telling the actual stories, because it says 6, I just paused it, and it said 6 terrifying stories told by the survivors, based on actual real events. Nice! I'm liking it. I am liking it. I am liking it. Oh, Lord. Wow. That's pretty cool. I mean, it sucks that, you know, that those terrifying things happen to real people, obviously, but, you know, the master of horror, John Carpenter, is directing it, and it's pretty cool. Even though it was like terrible things that happened, I always like stories that are based on true events, you know? I think real life is far more exciting than, you know, the made-up shit that we watch. Again, Fears likes the made-up shit, you know, don't get me wrong, but real life is always going to be more amazing than, hey, I've got an idea. Let's make someone fly or whatever, you know? But I enjoy both. Let's continue on with the trailer.
I know that house, and I know what it's capable of.
There's something wrong.
That's what I got out of the trailer. I don't know if I'm actually right on that, but that's what the trailer is implying. So this looks pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Place.
So it's a new series, and it actually just started. It says new series premiering on October 13th. So I guess it only has 6 episodes, you know, because in the trailer it said 6 terrifying true stories told by the survivors, directed by John Carpenter, the master of horror. That's pretty fucking cool. Hopefully they put it on Blu-ray. Hopefully. Because I'd love to see it. Wow. That was fucking awesome. Again, it sucks that all that terrifying shit happened to those people. But it's a really cool idea for a miniseries, you know? Again, I'll give you guys an example. They took the O.J. Simpson trial, and they made that into a miniseries with Cuba Gooding Jr. I have that, and it's a great television show. It only has 13 episodes. It's a miniseries. But obviously, it's terrible what happened, you know? And everyone's like, oh, no, he didn't commit it. Are you fucking nuts? O.J. Simpson is so fucking guilty, it's beyond belief. The only reason why he got away with that shit is because he had a lot of this, a lot of money, and he had good lawyers that conjured up some bullshit story, you know? But if he wouldn't have had money and good lawyers, he would have been rotting still to this day in jail. He actually is out, and the terrifying thing is that he lives in Florida now. Oh, fucking shit. I don't know where he lives in Florida, but he lives in Florida now. What in the actual fuck is wrong with people? To let out a murderer. And in a state that Fears lives in. Fucking hilarious and terrifying at the same time. Oh my god. That's not good. That's not good. All right, let me close this window and I'll get back to the chat. So the John Carpenter Suburban thing. I mean oh god, you guys need to check it out. I watched the trailer just moments ago. I'm just gonna say it right now, John Carpenter, you still got it. You still, even though you're old as hell, you still got it in you, man. One of my favorite directors. The shots of what I saw in the trailer, beautiful. Tons of blood, super epic, like camera angles, over the shoulders, a wide shot. It was looking good. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Actually, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Cool Collector says, the Blair Witch Steelbook was missing the second one. No, I don't think so. No? No. The Blair Witch Project, that's number 1. Blair Witch, that's number 2. Blair Witch double feature. Yeah, they only made 2 of them. Or actually, hang on. Let's find out. Let's go to Google. I'm pretty sure they only made 2 of them. Pretty sure. How many Blair Witch movies are there? Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Oh my god. There's so many. There was one made in 1999. There was a second one made in 1999. So 2 movies, 2 Blair Witches, were filmed back to back. Then in 2000, the third one. Then in 2000 again, they made the 4th one. And then in 2016, they made the 5th one. So it goes like this. The Blair Witch Project, Blair Witch, Curse of the Blair Witch, Shadow of the Blair Witch, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and then the 5th one in 2016 was just called Blair Witch. Oh, shit. So, I stand corrected. So, I've got... Let's see. Okay, so I've got... Okay, Cool Collections. I've got the first one, the Blair Witch Project, and then I have the 5th one, just called Blair Witch. Well, that's weird that they didn't put 3, 4, and 5 in here. Why only 2? Oh, well. So we've got the first one, and then we have the 5th one. So I stand corrected. Fears is willing to admit when he's wrong. I thought they only made 2. Apparently, they made 5 of them. They made 5 of them. They did. The Blair Witch, Curse of the Blair Witch, Shadow of the Blair Witch, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and then the fifth one in 2016 was Blair Witch. Damn, that's a lot of shit. That is 5 of them. God damn. 5 of them. My. And that's according to Google. 5 of them. Wow. I'm going to have to get the others. And I've never seen a single frame of the Blair Witch. I've seen the trailer of Blair Witch, but I've never technically seen the original Blair Witch. So that'll be quite a thing whenever I sit down and watch it. All right. Let's continue on, shall we? All right, so let's get back to Starman. So, guys, if you have not checked out Starman, oh my lord, you're missing out. John Carpenter. No, I just looked it up, Cool Collections. 5. 5 movies, not 3. 5. I just looked it up on Google. 5 movies. All right. So, when did they film this? They filmed this in 1983 when Fears was born, but it came out in 1984. It's got Jeff Bridges in it, Karen Allen. Jeff Bridges is been in so much stuff. Karen Allen was Indiana Jones' girlfriend. Now it's Indiana Jones' wife. Because in the fifth one, Karen Allen's character, Marion Ravenwood, gets married to Indiana Jones in the fourth one. And then in the fifth one, you find out that they're still together. So yeah, 5 films. I looked it up on Google. 5 films. So yeah. Anyway, so I've never seen this until now. So good, 9 out of 10, and it's something that John Carpenter's never done. He's never done a sci-fi / romantic comedy. It's both. It's a romantic comedy, and it's a sci-fi film because he's done tons of sci-fi films. You know, he's done the vampires. He's done the John Carpenter's The Thing. That's so sci-fi. You know, when the alien crash lands in the Antarctica, and then the science team, gets transformed into the Thing, and then Kurt Russell's character's got to take the fucker down and all that. It's good. But he's never made a romantic comedy, and I watched all the bonus features last night, and he said, a company offered me the film, and I jumped at the chance because he said, mostly everybody associates me with horror, and they like to keep me in horror. And he goes, so I thought, man, I've never done a / sci-fi / romantic comedy. He goes, I've never even done a comedy, period. He goes, I may never get another chance. I'm going to jump at the opportunity. So he did. I liked it. The reason why it's not a perfect 10 is it's a smidge outdated. Some of the special effects in it, they were good at the time, but now you watch it and you're like, oh my lord, these special effects are not too good. So that's why I gave it a 9 out of 10. But the actual story is amazing. And it's basically about Karen Allen's character. She just lost her husband. And her husband's name is Scott. And he was in a terrible car accident. He dies. So it's a couple of months later. She's still dealing with the death of her husband. And then, as this is happening, on the other side, she lives in, I think, Utah. I can't remember. I just watched it and I can't remember. She lives in a very small suburban town, and she lives on the outskirts of town, like in a /house log cabin that her husband Scott made. And it's got electricity and the whole 9 yards, and then on the other side in California, a couple years before Scott died, they said, well, look, we don't really know what's going on in the universe. We don't know how big the universe is. We don't know if there's any alien life, But let's find out. Because you guys know, every single person is curious if there's alien life out there. I think there has to be. The galaxy is so big. You're telling me there's got to be something out there. You're telling me, if someone told me, hey, Fears, the only living organisms are humans, plants, and animals, I'd be like, there's got to be something else besides those 3. I firmly believe that there's something out there. You know, whether the government in, America or the world has seen aliens yet. There's been a lot of rumors, Area 51 bullshit. The government thinks we're idiots. There has to be something going on. I firmly believe that aliens have made contact in the government already, and the government just doesn't want us to know about it because they don't think that we'll be able to handle it. Maybe not. Maybe when it happened in the 40s, with New Mexico and Roswell and all that shit, maybe they couldn't handle it now. It's 2023. I think people could handle it. Plus, they already found alien life when they sent all those. Fears did his research. A couple years ago, they sent what was it? They sent some satellites to Mars. They sent satellites to Mars, and they found tiny microorganisms in the dirt. That's technically an alien. It's not from Earth. So yeah. Oh, this guy says, I've already made contact with aliens. There you are. See? I knew it. I knew it was true. I knew it. Well, what was it like? Did they have like a third breast? Did they have a third leg? Did they have a third arm? Enlighten us, man. Anyway, so technically they've already found alien life in the dirt. I don't care if the alien is that big or that tiny. They found microorganisms in the dirt and in the water on Mars. That's pretty fucking cool. Fears has always had a passion for space ever since I was a wee little Fears. When I was 15, I went to space camp. And me and my dad would have talks. He'd be like, John, it's going to be so exciting. And my dad was like, when I was young, John, I got to see them land on the moon. And I remember my dad saying, I may not be around to see it, John. He goes, but you're going to see someone land on Mars one day. And I was like, you know what, Dad, that is going to be really fucking cool, because I know they're preparing astronauts. It's going to take a long time to get to Mars because it's like fucking ages away, and they got to build a spacecraft, and I've been trying to keep up with it because I follow the NASA YouTube channel, and then I follow the Canadian NASA space YouTube channel, and then I follow there's another NASA YouTube channel that I follow, and they're always working on it. So someday, like my dad said, hey John, I got to see the moon landing, and I always thought that was cool. I remember like asking my dad, like, Dad, where were you like when you turned on the TV? And he was like, oh, I was in the military, and they told us all about it, and I flicked on the channel, and we heard that's one small step for man. I was like, Dad, that must have been so exciting and so fucking cool. And my dad was like, it was cool. And I was like, yeah, but to actually see it, live. I said I would have gave anything in the world to like go back in time and stand right by my dad and check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That must have been cool. That must have been cool. So, one of these days we're gonna see someone land on Mars. But anyway, to make a long story short, in the movie, they're like, well, we got to find out if there's something out there. So they put together this satellite / probe, and they put a whole bunch of like greetings in it, and they put music, and they put Earth documents in there, and they basically, it's like a care package for anyone out there in the universe, and say, hey, if there's anyone out there, read this, accept our invitation to come to Earth, and let us know that you exist, and we'd like to make contact. Well, an alien species finds this satellite probe, and that's exactly what they do. So, but he can only come for 3 days, and it never tells you why in the film he can only come for 3 days, and if he doesn't make it back to his, he has to rendezvous with his spacecraft in 3 days, and if he doesn't make it in time, then he dies. They never tell you why if he doesn't show up on time that he'll die, why he dies. They just said, he just tells the main character, Karen Allen, if I don't, he goes, I can only gather information for 3 days. He goes, if I don't get there on the 3rd day by high noon at a certain location, and then she's like, well, where's the location? And it's in Arizona, like where the big crater is. I've actually seen the big crater, and it's fucking massive. It's really cool. He said, I have to be there at high noon at the crater to rendezvous with the spacecraft, and I have to go back to my planet, and I have to show my leaders what I found and what I saw, and so he's constantly like collecting data, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but good movie. Again, the special effects, a little outdated, but still good. Let's see. Wouldn't you like to know, Fears? They said there's no God. Well, they were wrong, because there is a God. There is a God. So you were wrong, my friend. Cool Collection says, I don't think the moon landing was real, just my thoughts. Well, again, that's your opinion. I 100% agree that it was real. But to each their own. Everyone's got their own opinion. Maybe the wrong opinion, but everyone's got their own opinion, I'm just joking, Cool Collections. You could be right. I could be right. You could be wrong. I could be wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I strongly believe that it was real. So, if you get a chance, watch this, my friends. Solid movie. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Good stuff. Really good stuff. All right. Last but not least, when I was in college, Fierce was a wild man in college, man. Oh, my Lord. So I've saved 2 stories. 2 stories. So, the older I get, I can't believe I'm going to be 40 in a couple of days, actually, In about a week, Fierce is going to be 40. Oh, my God. It goes by way too fast, my friends. Way too fast. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, but the older I get, the more calmer I get. When I was young, man, I was a wild man. I was so wild, like I was telling you guys at the beginning of this stream. Fierce should have been arrested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I kid you not. So many times I got away with shitloads of stuff, but I got away by the skin of my teeth, man. me and my friends in college almost got arrested 90 times, but somehow I would slip away, and you guys have only heard half the fucking stories. But I will debut another story. So I don't remember what dating app it was, but there was some dating app I used the beginning of my my freshman year of college. And just to show you how old I am, I remember my freshman year of college, MySpace was still a thing. Fucking MySpace. Oh my God. And MySpace was basically a shitty version of Facebook. And I remember at the end of 2007, that's when they invented, I believe that's when they invented Facebook. And Fierce finally got a Facebook. So, as I was making the switch from MySpace to Facebook, my friend told me about this dating app. And I was like, all right. So, a wild college guy that I am back in the day, I was like, well, I'm not going to just, I said, I've got all the time in the world to find a wife. Little did I know that, hey, guess what? Fierce is almost 40 and I still haven't found a wife. So maybe I should have rethought my strategy. But back then, I was like, I want to date as many girls as possible in college. So at one time, Fierce was dating not 1 girl, not 2 girls, but 3 girls. But I got caught. And whoo, they were pissed. But anyway, they were pretty pissed. But they had every right to be because I was cheating on 3 girls, That's the only time I've ever cheated. Because it's so shitty to cheat on people. Well, I really wasn't cheating. I was just dating. There's a difference between dating, because when you cheat, you're in a solid relationship. I told them, all those girls, I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to, date, and we'll see how it goes. My classic line back, well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And so I'm like, Fears is a pimp, man. I'm not a pimp, but back in the day, I was like, I thought I was like the man. Yeah, man, I'm macking on 3 chicks at the same time, man. This is fucking awesome. It was not fucking awesome because, well, it was awesome at the time, but then when they found out, Lord have mercy on Fears' soul. Oh my God, they were so pissed. But I'm just going to tell you what happened with one of the girls. One of the girls was freaky deaky. I mean, she was all over the fucking place. And I remember one night I'm in my college dorm room, and this was before, was this before I got my own apartment? Yeah, I'm sorry. So this was when I switched from my college dorm to my apartment. So all my roommates were gone, and so I had the whole apartment to myself. So I bring her back, we're watching a movie, things were getting kind of interesting. She's like, we could watch this, if you had a TV in your bedroom. So she was kind of hinting that she kind of wanted to go to the bedroom. And I was like, listen, you don't have to make any excuses. I'm like, you want to go to the bedroom and start macking? It's right over here. We can go. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, I was trying to do it subtle. I'm like, no. I'm like, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. So we get to the bedroom. She just starts going nuts. She's like, oh, I'll do a dance for you, John. I'm like, yeah, just like that? Right on. Go ahead and do a dance for me. So I'm laying on the bed. And she goes to my computer because I didn't have a radio in my room. So she's like, I'm gonna go on YouTube, because this was when YouTube first got created, like in 2007, 2008. I know that they created YouTube in 2006, but I didn't discover it until 2007, 2008. So she goes to YouTube, puts on a song. This like techno song, and she's dancing, and she's like doing a little strip tease for Fears, and I'm like, okay, this is good. This is getting really good. So it started off good, ended crazy, right? So she just starts, I don't know what was going on in her head, but this is Scout's honor. I cannot make this fucking story up, okay? So she starts doing the dance, and she's like, oh, do you like what you see? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I really like what I see. She's like, close your eyes. I'll be right back. And I went, oh, okay, because I'm a fucking idiot, and I didn't know what she was going to do. So I closed my eyes. She leaves the room, and apparently she had went to the fridge and got a whole bunch of food, brought it back, and she's like, you still got your eyes closed? I'm an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I still got my eyes closed. She comes back in. She goes, well, I've got a little surprise for you. Little did I know what the surprise was, because Fears had never done something like this before. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I'm like, this is getting good. So she's like, you can open up your eyes. And she had smeared peanut butter and jelly on her breasts. And she's like, I made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. She's like, you want to eat me? And I'm like, yeah, I do. She made herself into a human peanut butter and jelly sandwich. A little peanut butter here, a little jelly here. You mush them together, and I'm like, this will work. This will definitely work. So, but I had never done something like that, and she's like, oh, you look surprised, and and I was. So I couldn't lie to this girl, so I said, well, to be honest, I'm a little surprised. And then she's like, well, I just wanted to spice it up. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But I said, you just kind of caught me off guard. I've never done something like this. And then she's like, well, you need to get with the times. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get with the times, So we turn off the lights, and I think you guys know what happens. But I can honestly say that's the one and only time that a woman has ever transformed herself into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I thought that would be a funny story to tell you guys. I thought it was fucking hilarious. So that's crazy Arizona college story number 1. There's many. I'll tell one more. So, this happened, the second one, I believe, was my second year of college, and I had never been to a rave before, right? So, my friend calls me up, and she's like, hey, John, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, I'm just, I'm studying for a test. She's like, well, do you want to take a break? And she's like, I'm going to a party. Now, hear what she said. I'm going to a party. I thought she meant like an actual party. She never said anything about a rave. So I said, is it a huge party where Fierce is going to have to get, dappered up? I said, or can I just wear whatever I want? She goes, oh, yeah, just throw on a nice buttoned-up shirt with a collar. You'll be fine. And I was like, oh, okay. So I styled up my hair, put on, and so I'm like, hey, where are we going? She's like, oh, we're going to downtown Arizona, like Phoenix. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, what, is there a big party down there? She's like, yeah, you could say something like that. And then we get to this, this ran-down factory. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, the party's in here? She goes, oh, yeah. And this girl, I wasn't romantic with. She was just a friend from one of my film school classes. And I'm like, you sure the party's in here? And she goes, yeah. Like you look surprised. I'm like, well, the outside, it looks like an abandoned factory, like Jigsaw style. And she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, we're going to a rave. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, you said a party. She goes, well, technically a rave is a party, Fierce. I'm like, no, there's subtle differences. And then she's like, well, what's the problem? I said, there is no problem. I've just never been to a rave before. The shit I saw in that rave going on, oh my God. It will horrify you guys. We get in there. I start dancing with her because she's like, she's a friend and she's a girl. So I was dancing with her. Then I started dancing with all these freaky deaky, like goth chicks and all these other girls. So the night was actually good. I have to use the restroom. I go into the restroom. It is something out of Saw. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm not using this, this bathroom. There was needles everywhere, broken glass. And I'm like, fuck this noise. There's no way I'm using this bathroom. So I was like, well, I got to take a piss. So I go outside and I piss in the parking lot, like behind a tree and like a big dumpster so no one will see me, right? Because I'm like, I'm not fucking pissing in there. Because it was literally like an abandoned factory. And I was like, okay, man, this is fucking crazy, dude. So I go back in and I look at my friend. I'm like, hey, have you had enough? I'm like, I think we should go. And then she's like, oh, no, the party's just getting started. I'm like, oh, God. Because I felt really uncomfortable because there was so much crazy shit going on there. I open up a door and there's people having an orgy in there. And I'm like, okay, sorry, my bad. And I close the door. There was some guy eating a girl's ass out on a couch. I mean, there was all sorts of shit going on in there. It was insane. And every time I went further into the factory, there was more crazy shit going on, So, me and my friend, we kind of stayed at the front of the factory because all the freaky deaky shit. But she wanted to go exploring. So I'm like, well, I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to allow her to go alone in this factory. I was kind of curious too, and again, we opened up a door and she's like, oh, wow, what's going on in here? And I looked at her, I said, well, I think you know what's going on in here. We didn't expect to see an orgy, so I went, it was literally something out of a movie. I went, oh, sorry, my bad, and I closed the fucking door. I look at her and I'm like, have you seen enough? After the orgy and after the guy eating the girl's ass out on the couch, she said, yeah, Fierce, I've had enough. And I'm like, all right, well, it's time to go. So we get in the car, and I drive her home, and I was like, well, it was fun until the end when we saw that crazy shit. And she goes, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, well, it's a crazy fucking rave. I said, what did you expect? It's in an abandoned factory in downtown Phoenix, Or it looked like a factory. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It looked like an abandoned factory. I just couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there, Because about the first 2 hours were fun. The other, because we stayed there for 4 hours, and that was long enough. I had enough. The last 2 hours is when we saw all that crazy, freaky shit. And it was nuts. So, there you are. 2 more hilarious, crazy stories from Fierce's past. There's many more to come. So, yeah. It's pretty some wild shit going on, Whew. Man. And it was something like, I looked over and I was like, oh, shit, okay, all right. You do your thing, man. Rock on, You do your thing. I'm going to leave, It was pretty nuts. So, yeah. Well, I think that's a good ending point. I've been going for an hour and 19 minutes. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the old Fierce Man at FierceMan26, the main channel. Fierce Vlogs. the second channel. Follow me on TikTok. We're so close to getting me to 9,000 on TikTok. Again, I checked the P.O. box today. Nothing yet. It's only been open for 2 weeks, but I want to hear from you guys. Send me fan letters. Send me a birthday card because my birthday is next Saturday. Send me whatever you guys want within the rules. Within the rules, you know. But if you want to know where the address is, it's in every single video description. I've just started to put them in every single video description. If you go to this live stream today, once it's published, it's in the description. But if you can't find it, there it is right there. Because I want to hear from you guys. So far, Triple is the only one to send me something. So just follow the rules. Follow the rules. And if you guys don't know where the rules is, I made up a video that explains the rules. I'm probably in a couple weeks going to do an updated, I'm not going to do a live stream. I'm going to make an actual, video. So people can check it out there, too. But, yeah. But I want to hear from you guys. I love my fans. You guys are great. I love chilling with you guys. I hope everybody has a good Halloween. Halloween's coming up. Get ready for lots of stuff coming up. My birthday, the big epic Halloween birthday bash with Fierce. Come and hang out Halloween night. We're going to be watching some horror movies live together. You're going to see Fierce in a fucking ranch bottle on camera. I may have a couple of guests in. We'll do some Halloween games. It's going to be an all-out extravaganza, guys. Then we got a couple of conventions coming up. We have, let's see here. We've got the South Florida Collectors Fest, October 21st. So, yep, it's coming up soon. So, that's actually this weekend. Or, hang on, is it? Hang on, let me look. I'm pretty sure it's this weekend. It is. The 21st is Saturday. So, Fears, I didn't know that one was coming up. So, Fears is going to a convention this Saturday. Then I'm going to skip the Orlando Funko Pop one, which is on Sunday, the very next day on the 22nd. Then we've got on November 4th, one of my favorites, the Florida Extravaganza Collector Toy Fest. That's always a good one. And then November 19th, I've never went to the Florida Collector Fest Space Ghost from Coast to Coast, Toy Con. But Jeff told me, he went, oh, Fears, you're missing out. He goes, you've never went to that one? I said, no, I've never went to that one. He goes, well, that's a new one, Fears. He goes, we only debuted that, last year. And I went, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, I've never went to that one. He went, oh, man, you got to go. So, lots of good stuff. Then we got Christmas coming up. We got Thanksgiving coming up. All sorts of delicious jams and jellies. Fears is going to do a Thanksgiving stream. I'm going to do a Christmas Eve stream where I read you guys A Nightmare Before Christmas, the book. I'm going to read The Night Before Christmas, The Christmas Story. I'm going to open up some presents Christmas Eve. Then we're going to do a Christmas Eve vlog. Then I'm going to do a Christmas Day vlog. I'm going to do a Christmas Day live stream where I hang out with you guys Christmas Day. And then I'm going to do a video on Christmas Day of me opening up all my gifts. So I'm telling you guys, the next couple of months, Fears is going to be one busy motherfucker. That's right. And in between all that, I'm going to be making some TikTok videos. All sorts of delicious jams and jellies. Thanks for tuning in. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Send those fan letters. Send those fan mail. Real quick, last to this address. I want to hear from you guys. And I always check the fan mail every Monday, every Friday, and every Saturday. So, I didn't check it yesterday. I forgot. So that's why I checked it today. But usually, I check it every Monday, Friday, and Saturday. So, this Friday, I'm going to check it. We'll see if there's anything. This Saturday, we'll check it. See if there's anything. But Triple so far is the only one to do it. So, we'll see. But anyway, it's been a good stream. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. And all your wonderful comments. You guys are great. And I'm taking off. I'm going to work on a vlog today, so hopefully a vlog will be up tonight or tomorrow. I got to do some more laundry because Fears was a lazy shit, and I didn't do laundry for like 2 weeks. And I told you guys this a couple of days ago. I've almost got all my laundry done. I fucking hate doing... I don't mind washing laundry. I just fucking hate folding laundry. But it's getting pretty intense, so I have to do it now. So there it is. All right, I'm taking off. But this is Fears. Signing off. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Deuces.